All right, we're here at the 2012 Engineering Expo at the University of Idaho with the Green Top Engineering Design Team. So first, can you just introduce yourselves and your major?
Well, I'm Erica Kober, and this is Levi McPhee. We're both civil engineers.
All right, and can you tell me just a little bit of an overview of this project and what it involves?
Oh, do I take this? Our project is building a concrete earthen home for a retired couple moving up to Idaho from California. They want to live in Viola, Idaho. It's about 5 miles north of Moscow, and the concrete earthen home is a home that's built up against the side of a hill, and it's covered with soil. The soil on top acts like a green roof, so they can add plants or landscaping on top of it, and then we also designed it so that they could have small landscaping equipment on top as well. We designed just a small bedroom section of the home, and we also designed a driveway layout with some hydrologic drainage. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we designed the driveway culvert as well as some drainage for the green roof section of the home and the foundations to mitigate any water problems the home might have due to it being constructed subsurface. So we wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be flooding in the home from groundwater or infiltration.
So civil engineering has some pretty broad classes and pretty broad disciplines. So what classes have you taken that have prepared you to do something like this, and how have the faculty and staff helped you in this project?
Well, for the structural aspects of the design, we've taken reinforced concrete design, which is what the beams and the girders and the columns are made out of to support the structure. And we've also taken, for geotechnical aspect, we've taken geotechnical design, which includes the design of a retaining wall and a footing to hold back the soil on the back of the building. And then hydrologically, what classes have you taken?
I'll talk about the hydrology section. On our team, we didn't really have anyone who was a hydrology discipline in civil engineering, so I kind of decided to tackle that one, and I just kind of had to go to the professors and just ask them to walk me through what I needed to do, and they were really great about having like an open door policy and helping me out with that, so that was really good. Yeah, pretty much that's the main part I tackled, so that's my 2 cents worth on that.
So what would you say were the biggest challenges of this project, and what were the most valuable and cool things that you learned in the process?
I think one of the biggest challenges was the amount of weight that was being put on the structure from the soil and the loading that would be on top of it, including the plants and the landscaping equipment. That was just a lot of weight on top of the structure, and it takes a lot of concrete and a lot of steel reinforcement to be able to support that much weight. It was a really good lesson to learn how to design these things so that they're actually constructible in the real world instead of just showing it on a drawing and making sure that people can actually go out there and build it. What do you think?
I would say apart from the technical aspect, I definitely learned a lot in regards to that. But another thing that I feel like I learned a lot about is just communication, whether it be between team members or with your sponsor or vendors. I mean, one thing that at the beginning of this class, I was hesitant to like pick up a phone and call someone to ask questions about like a product or a material. And this class kind of just forced me to get outside my comfort zone and do those type of things where otherwise I probably never would have. Well, I won't say never, but yeah, it helped me definitely develop my people skills.
With all the integration of different elements of this and the lessons that you've learned, has this helped you in preparing for the next step after your undergraduate education? Do you have career plans set up, or what other plans do you have after this?
Well, my plans after this are to go to graduate school at WSU and study more in depth about the sustainable aspects of design and sustainable materials that can be used in design structurally. What are your plans after?
I actually am not going to graduate school. I have a job in Coeur d'Alene, and I'm kind of going to take the project management path. So doing this project has helped me see what that's like a little bit as far as scheduling and coordinating with various people. So I think in that regard, this has been very beneficial.
All right, so finally, what has been one of your favorite experiences, whether it was through Capstone or your education here as a whole, and what advice would you give to students considering the University of Idaho and perhaps engineering?
I think one of my best experiences has been just with the faculty. I've really gotten to know them pretty well, and they've been really helpful in helping me determine what I want to do and what classes to take and where to go after graduation. And then for future students, just don't be afraid to get out there and just jump right in. Don't be timid, I guess.
I'm probably going to have to agree with Eric on that one. The faculty here is really great. I mean, I don't think I've ever gone to a professor's office and been turned away. Pretty much all of them will have open doors, and if you have questions, just go ask. Yeah, it's just been great. Just you develop a really tight-knit group of friends. I mean, you'll spend a lot of time in the computer lab, and there's just this group of people that are always there, and so it's just you're sitting there doing schoolwork, but it's still fun at the same time. So it's really great.
Right, well, thanks again for taking the time to interview us, for telling us about your project and about your experience here at the University of Idaho. And this is just another one of the many really cool projects that we're going to get to see today at Expo.